Hello YouTube friends, Alicia back here. So I have a clean-ish craft table, and so I figured while I had it somewhat clean, I would go ahead and show you my art journal. Now when I say art journal, I've talked about this before, it's a real estate magazine. This is the second one I've done. My first one is almost done. I started it years ago, probably about 6-7 years ago, and then I started another one. Now I'm to the point in my art journaling, mixed media journal, whatever you want to call it, that I want to work in a real journal. So if you have any suggestions on who has good art journals to work in, let me know. I know Diane Reevely has some, and with Dylusions, I am thinking about getting some of her stuff. I don't have a lot of her product. I have some of her paints, and I love them, so I'm thinking about maybe trying hers. But yeah, if you know somebody else that, or even just, you know, a good company for art journaling, let me know. I just stuck that in there. But so this is when I first kind of started, and I was like, didn't know what I wanted to do. So this is just a collage page, a little hedgy. These first pages are kind of nothing, but I'll show them anyways, because, you know, this is just Christmas and black. These pages, I wanted to try like a reverse collage thing with like adding the photos in and collaging around. I don't know. I never got the concept of it, so we ditched that idea pretty quickly. This is just another collage page with a pocket. And then we get more into the art journaling, and this is all done fairly recently. I've posted some of these pages on my Instagram and Facebook. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, it's just my name, Alicia Wheeler. Same as my YouTube channel. So this is just, I painted it black. I glued 2 pages together. I painted it black and then I work on it. This one, you know, I paint white and then worked over it. This was Pinterest inspired. This is just me playing with Dylusions paint and stamps, and I'm not super thrilled with this page because I did the quote wrong. The quote should have been a lot bigger, but it's a real estate magazine, so it doesn't matter. And these are just birds that I fussy cut out, and they're not even perfectly cut out. And I had them on sticker paper, I believe. I don't know what I'm going to do on this page. I just like it. I was playing with fabric sprays. Basically spray paint for fabric. More just plain. You are confined only by the walls you build yourself. This is also Pinterest inspired. And when I say Pinterest inspired, I mean loosely Pinterest inspired, because it does not exactly look like the Pinterest post, and it doesn't have to. I don't need it to. This is just more collage. I mean, I like collage, so even though it's not really art journaling, I guess I just tend to do it in my art journal. I'll probably write a quote or something here. And these are, I cut these out from books, so I use whatever. This is laser printed picture of me, my sister, and my nephew on a background that I painted in metallic. So I saw this thing, and I guess it's called glazing. I don't really care for how it looks, so I didn't use the glazed one. I just used a regular one. But yeah, I was just trying something out. I didn't like how it looked, so yeah, like I said, I just stuck that down because I had printed out. Nothing on this page. Oh, so it's literally, you guys, a real estate magazine. We get them in the mail for free. This is out in Kalida. It's well, it's a bit of a drive from where I live, maybe an hour from where I am. I went out there with a couple of friends, and this is one of the reasons I want to start working in a real journal. These pages are so thin that they want to leak, not leak through, but spread through, and it's really hard even when you work with paper under it. It just wants to I don't know, like go over. This pink is from the next page, but I really like this page. And it's fine that there's pink on it, but I would have preferred not to have it on there. So this is something else I saw on Pinterest, and it's you lay down color and then you use saran wrap, and it didn't work, the saran wrap technique. You can't really see. I think the paint I used was too cheap. It didn't have, it wasn't thick enough to hold texture. It was just cheap dollar store paint, and it dries really fast. But anyways, you lay down the saran wrap and you put texture in it and then pull it up. And then you basically paint everything black except for whatever shape you want not covered. And then it looks, yeah, it looks like this. So it's a dare to believe in yourself. And here's just a star. I like the star. I haven't done anything with it. I don't know if I will. This is just me playing. This is not inspired by anything specific. I mean, there's other, like, I mean, the doodling is kind of, reminds me of Dylusion stamps and stuff, but I don't have Dylusion stamps. I just doodled this with the glass marker. Nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. The quote is from Pinterest. I don't know how you say that name, but that's that. And this was just done with Distress ink, Distress Stain. I pull out my Distress Stain that I've hardly ever used and played, and then because it's water reactive, I coated it with matte medium, and then I just brushed it with like cornstarch so it wasn't sticky. And then this is my latest page, and this page was just me playing. I had no idea what I was going to do. I had brushed product off on this page, so whether it's ink or paint or whatever, and then I wanted to do something with it, so I used Distress Stains Again on here. And this is, for this texture, it's not actual texture paste. Well, it is texture paste now because I made it into it. I just used sand, and I mixed it with modeling paste and colored it with alcohol ink. But I did it right on the page. So that was just experimenting. It looks really cool. So it's kind of like an ocean floor scene. There's coral, and these are seahorses that I embossed, die cut and yeah, embossed with thick embossing glaze. I did some stamping on that. So this is my last page in it. I really like how this one turned out. And like, this is the other reason, like, I want to get out of this book. My mom likes this page, and she had asked for it, but being in a real estate magazine, it's not going to hold up. I could frame it, but if I'd rip this page out, I think, well, because it's stapled, the other page would fall out and it'd be a mess, so I don't really want to take pages out of here. But in a magazine that isn't, or in a journal that isn't stapled in the middle, you're not going to have that problem. So, like I said, that is my last page, and the journal is over half done. So I'll probably finish this, and then, oh well, before then I will buy a real mixed media journal. And I don't know what I'm gonna do with the cover. This is just a magazine page I glued on. I'll probably paint over the cover or add fabric or something, but I needed to put something on it, so I just did this on there. Any questions or comments, leave them below. Thank you for looking, and maybe some of these pages will inspire you to just play with your supplies, because that's what this journal is for. I can't mess it up. I mean, yes, some of the supplies I use might be pricey, but the amount I'm using is not worth worrying about. Whereas, you know, if I was going to work on a huge canvas and I messed it up, it'd be a lot more frustrating than working on recycled paper. So that's the other thing. Like, use what you have to create. I see a lot of videos I shouldn't say a lot, but I saw one the other day that said you need this kind of glue to do this project, or you need this. And I was watching it and I thought, no, you don't. I can do the same thing with the glue I have, and I'm not going to mention it. It was a really neat video. I'm going to try what this lady was doing. I was making beads, but I just thought the glue she's using is $15 for a small bottle where I live, and I'm not going to go spend $15 on a bottle of glue. So, like I said, try to make what you want with what you have before you go and buy what somebody else says you need. Anyways, with that said, I will talk to y'all later.